cricket, and so on. Race to 9. Wow. What we just saw there, Mike, do you think these two are going to be able to sit there and put those kind of numbers up, or what?
Oof, yeah, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be. It's going to take a lot of. It's going to take some firepower. It's going to take some firepower to take down Civetta, but I think the ceiling for both of these guys can get there. I don't know if it can get there over a complete 13 leg set, but it can get there. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be really, really tough. So, but I'm excited for it. I'm here for it. I'm tuned in. I'm ready to roll.
Definitely. Looking forward to this. I don't know if they've corked yet. Not sure what's going on. I don't even know if they like our commentary. Heck, Mike, I'll hear him. I'm sure I'll be getting snaps from him going, I can't believe you said that about me. Looking forward to that. So, oh, man. Thank you guys all for watching. My name is Tim Goodwin. Sitting here along with Mike Redmond. We're both local darters to Arizona. Glad to be a part of the stream. Glad to commentate. New to this, so please let us know what you think of the show, what you think of the commentary. Please communicate back and forth with us. We love to see it on the chat. We love to interact with you. Love to know who you're going for, what do you think this match is going to be? And first, I'll leave it to you, Redmond. Where do you think this one's going to go? What's your
I'm going to lean towards Carter on this one. I'm going to say Carter gets it done. I'm going to say 9-6. I think it's going to be an entertaining leg. I think Watson's going to play really well, but in the end, I tend to agree with the chat. We're going to end up with a Carter-Civetta final.
And I have to agree with you, just simply for the fact of what happened on the first round, right? Carter was so dominant that he walked in and it didn't matter what was thrown at him, thrown against him. He walked up and he just was firing. He was on top tier level. Even though somebody didn't get a right start or, off to the races like he wanted, Carter didn't let up, just went through and just burned it. So I see that kind of confidence going into this match, as well as the history with Carter and Watson. I'm not quite sure. I know they played against each other plenty of times. But yeah, right now I think Carter's just on the top of the level. So I'm going to go with the 9-5 Carter over Watson.
Nice. Yeah, I mean this should produce plenty of fireworks. It should produce plenty of great action. Should produce a lot of high scoring, a lot of firepower. And like I said, man, I'm here for it. I'm ready to roll.
Definitely.
A coin flip. I think that's the first coin flip I've seen today.
Yeah, me too. He does put it in a single bullseye. This actually leaves it harder for Chris Watson because of where he likes to stand. He's a left side shooter. He'll take a breath, take a look, and his dart comes across. He's going to have to go right over that dart and miss that flight in order to get it in. And he goes over, but not enough oomph, drops it low. Carter's going to get the start. Now, this gives a huge advantage, and here's why. This is an alternate start format. So Carter starts this game, Watson starts the next, Carter the next, and so on, no matter who wins. And so breaks come into play. Now, when you're on throw, you want to win your game. You have the advantage. If you take the breaks, it can sit there and sway the outcome heavily. Let's see. Carter's going to go ahead and start double 8, gets in on the second dart, misses the triple 20, hits single, triple 5. But he's in.
Now Watson, see what Watson does here. He's been pretty clutch on that double 20, so he switches it up 36. All 56 in there. Are coming through with a nice 100 there.
Now that I got the Facebook chat back up, sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to be hiding away from you guys. Just got it up and glad to see this. 9-5 Charles. Yep, I agree. Watson is my call. Nicholas Hahn, I like that too. Glad to see support from both sides. Thanks, Steve Riddle, for the nice comments. Appreciate that. Definitely, Charles. Let's see, Donovan Hale. Are they playing just for bragging rights, or is there some sort of prize money? Great question. I don't know. So,
yeah,
truth is something. I think there was an entry fee to get into this. I'm not sure. There's going to be, there's definitely some promotional money from the places that are hosting it. And so I'm pretty sure if those details haven't come out, they're going to come out. And knowing Mike Scarborough and how much he's been for the event's prize money being towards the player's advantage, this is definitely going to be a well monetized event.
Yeah, I was to piggyback on that. I was trying to find that answer for Donovan as we were. I think when I see the question come through, I was like, "Holy crap! I didn't even think about that."
Right. I'm pretty sure this is something we didn't want to jump into because we don't have the exact details. As we did just kind of get put into this, we decided to jump in and commentate, last night as far as we've been talking about it. But we did put in our first test last night, and here we are. So we're glad to be here. But when it comes to the prize money, there's most likely prize money for today's event based on where you play, on top of percentage of prize money going to the overall winner of the league based on where you land points wise, etc. So those things will probably come out more as Mike Scarborough pulls everything in. He probably has all those details. We'll leave it on him instead of ruining what he's trying to do. So, and making up our own rules. Andy Douglas says, "Come on, Carter."
We can make up our own rules.
That's true. I don't think Scarborough liked that, but hey, anyways, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor while we're here. Why not? Monster Barrels, love to say, hey, thank you for everything you do for me, Mike, Kelly, and all the Monster family, to Chris Trinidad, Mr. Anthony, Juju, and so excited to be a part of the team and family. Thank you guys for everything you do.
Shout out. Good shout out.
All right, so Carter has effectively given Watson the darts here by missing that last round. So Watson does not take advantage, leaving himself a bogey number, meaning he has no shot at the out. Carter can set himself up nicely here with the 180.
Even 140 is good.
100, he's going to have first look at the out. It's a tough one, not easy, but he's already proven that he can take those big numbers out. Charles asks, Tim and Mike, when you shoot double in, what do you shoot for? Personally, I love the double 20. That's what I like to go when I'm confident, comfortable. Double 20 is where I go. If I'm sitting there struggling there, I'll move over to the left to hit the double 16 or even the double 19, depending on how I'm feeling that round. But most of the time, it's double 20, double 16. House of Braswell, thanks for joining the chat. Says Elizabeth Evans must not be cheering loud enough. I think you're wrong. She has deafened my ears, and I'm an hour and 15 minutes away from these players. Mike Carter getting the first round at 116. Called that one. All right, Mike Carter takes the lead. 1-0. This is a race to 9. First to 9 legs. Long format. Love to see it. We've been wanting this, asking for it, begging for it. Now we're getting it, and it's proving here through these matches today that is something just to behold, right? This is going to boost us, Arizona players, to that next level that everybody's striving for.
Yeah, this game is what's going to what really interests me, because both of these guys' cricket strategies so tactical and so methodical. They both bring a lot of firepower. So cricket is really the game that I'm really looking forward to with these guys.
Definitely. And you know what else comes into play here is how much these two have played against each other, right? And they're in person. Right. So they're going to sit there, and you might see a little more frustration, a little more emotion out of these two than when they're playing other people, because they're so comfortable. They know each other that well. They're going to take shots that, hey, you may not expect them to. Carter throwing in that fireball right there. 114 points.
Yeah, you can always tell when Carter's rolling because he turns, looks to the left, and gives that little left-handed fist pump, and he's ready to go.
Oh yeah, 100%. When he's sitting there, you can tell when he's in his groove. His throw speeds up a little bit. He might move side to side. He's that comfortable. Watson goes up, hits a 5 mark, doesn't get the point lead, but stakes in the game. Carter's going to start with the 19s to try and get a better lead. Took 19 second dart. Doesn't even take a look, but kind of throws that dart away. He wasn't happy as soon as it released his hand.
I expect a big shot from Watson here. I feel like he's going to deliver something.
And we watched that on the CSC, especially on the 18s, right? Like he sits there and shoots that 18 like crazy and comes back on that number more than any others I see besides the 16.
He
only gets 4 of them.
That season he won. He just absolutely delivered. He just absolutely delivered 9 mark after 9 mark after 9 mark, and it all started with that 18.
Agreed. Yeah, that season that he won, he lost the first match. He fought from the losers bracket all the way to the winner. So can't say this guy doesn't have pedigree. He can sit there and loves being put in the corner. And if you tell him he's out, he's going to sit there and fire back and go, nope, I'm here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
Puts in 4 18s with the first 2 darts. Gets 5 marks, still behind in points. Carter's looking to get that first start to land for him. Hasn't happened yet. Decides to hit the triple 18. Doesn't land that time. Hits trip 17. Looking at the 16. Nope. Hits point for 19. Nice 7 mark there. Cruising in the lead right there. Now, this is where we're at, like we talked about on the 18s. This Watson, he's going to have to try and fight on the 16.
Yep. But he's got an advantage because 2 triples will give him the point lead. So he can really make Carter have to hit a triple single to swing. So
unfortunately, on that second one, he goes just high. He takes a look at the 15 smart with that dart. I mean, he was definitely blocked. I mean, I would have gone 15-2 to try and open another bed. Carter's going to go in and just hit that trip 19, secure the bigger point lead, and shut him down. Just misses the 15. Chris Watson starting on the 15 over here needs to put some in, only gets a single. He is just outside on 2 of those. He keeps throwing a blocker dart. I don't know how that frustrating that is. Throwing one on top or one hole or whatever with them flights and everything, it just kind of starts to get to you. Hopefully he's not letting it get to his head and he can sit there and push forward. Carter throwing a 5.29, nothing to balk at whatsoever against 3.343.
on close, I like it.
Definitely. I mean, he's trying to gain confidence, I think, there, and just get ready for the next leg. Carter's gonna walk up, throw at the bull, hit single bull. Misses outside. This could sit there and put some pressure on him if he misses another. Says nope, finishes it off, hits the double bowl, takes the win. 2-0, Mike Carter.
Yeah, you don't want to go down 2 breaks if you're Watson. So you know what I mean? You got broke once, you're down 2. You don't want to go down 2 breaks. So you gotta get, you want to try and hang tight in this leg. But if you go down 3, you don't want to go down 4 for sure.
Right. Carter here taking the lead. He's going to sit there, try and get as many 20s as he can. But I think this is a leg that Watson's got to step up, especially with that slow start from Carter. Only gets 3 singles. Watson's got to step up and say, all right, man, I'm here to play. And, he's got to start acting like he's already in the corner, I think. Because if he doesn't get a leg within this one or within the next 3 legs, Carter shouldn't run away with it, I believe.
Get a 5 mark there.
Solid shot. Yep, hits the 5 mark.
We're going close. Oh. I don't know that I'm a fan of that shot.
Definitely not a fan for me personally. But, I think if he was 5-0 or more, then you can take a look at those rounds. But being only 2 games up, you've got the start. This is not the time to sit there and play games, You can sit there and go up close to 20, and now he's just effectively taken a big lead over Carter in this leg that he started.
Next, I mean, realistically, if you give him this leg, he starts the next leg, you're back at 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, he goes up, trip 17, takes a look at the close, doesn't get it. But this is where Carter needs to keep that foot on the gas, right? Don't give him any inch, otherwise he's going to come bite you. And you're right, he wins this leg, he starts the next leg, and you're tied 2-2. Not a position Carter wants to be in.
There's a big difference between 3-0 and 2-2.
That's correct. Watson smartly shoots trip 19 on that third dart after missing the triple 17 second. Carter, trip 17, 17, 17, does not get the point lead here. Gives Watson a free look. And so here I look at you're going to get a trip 19. I mean, you've got to get more points there. Even if you close, it's not going to be near enough if you only get closed.
Yeah, me personally, I like close here first because you only need 2. But
yeah, but I mean, that if you go up and close and it takes you 3 darts, you're giving away the darts. And Carter only has to hit a 5 mark to get the lead and have a number on you. And so here, effectively hits the trip 19 there. Carter's got to go up and hit at least 4 17s before he can look anywhere else. And chooses, throws a blocker, has to go 18. But that's the kind of pressure you want to put Carter under, right? So as soon as he's sitting there, he does hit that trip 19, didn't get as much as he wanted, thought it was enough to put the pressure on Carter to go hit something he wasn't really looking for.
Right. And if I can just tell you that is the absolute worst blocker in darts is shooting that trip 17, hitting that 2 dots high into single 2.
That's correct. It's like hitting that 1 hole high in the 10 when you're going at the trip 15, right? You're like
exactly.
Trip 17 first dart does lock in the first one, knocks in the second one. You knew all 3 of those were going as soon as he sat there and smoked that first 9 mark fireball for Mike Carter. Gets the point lead. Says, all right, let's play.
Be interesting to see if Watson goes 17 first here.
Guys, please feel free to jump into the chat. Let us know what you think, what you're seeing, where you're from, how you feeling. Are you enjoying the show? And great to hear from you. Love the banter back and forth. Hoping you're enjoying the stream. This is our first time putting this together. Things will, and hopefully we'll get better. So we're doing our best here to have some fun, talk back and forth, and through this, we're just enjoying the show. So good stuff here. Carter's going to take a look at the close.
Yeah, I think so. I think you go 19 first start.
I like that move. Oh, he went 16. No. Throws that blocker just like we talked about on the last round. Threw the blocker in that 8, just as annoying as that 2 or 10. Watson, he's going to sit there, go ahead and take a free look, and probably hit that 19. Hits trip 7. Another one. Slides over into a single 19, taking the point lead barely. This gives Carter the opportunity. If it's that trip 15 first, he could sit there and take the lead. Does get the trip 15. Hits another, stays there for a 7 mark on the 15s, giving himself a 92-point lead.
It does surprise me a little bit that he didn't go and rip that 19.
I think he's starting to see the end of the leg here, and as we talked earlier, he doesn't want to see a break here. So he's want to try to extend the game out and hope he gets more darts. And right now, based on averages in the first 2 legs, the more darts, the better chance and opportunity he has to win.
And here's a big opportunity.
Yeah, now you got to take a look, right? Hits trip 16, smart dart, double say at 19, smashes that single 18. Just pulls on a big turnaround on this leg.
And oh man, that leg turned
Mike Scarborough says there's $4,200 in the pot for these 8 players. Fantastic
stuff, Mikey.
Watson goes up, closes 15 and 16. Little stat stumper. Bull, double bull, game over. Carter goes up 3-0. All right, this
crazy,
is where Watson.
Crazy, like 3 rounds ago, we were like, man, Watson's going to kind of steal this one because, Carter might be struggling a little bit. 3 rounds later, it wasn't really close.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, he missed that one turn right there, that big critical turn where he only hit a single 19 where he should have been able to sit there and take over, but he didn't, and Carter sat there and smashed 2 big rounds at 7 mark and 15s to turn around, hit the trip 16, double 19, 18. They go, yep, this is my leg. So I don't think that's going to happen this round. Watson's going in saying, you know what, it's time to play. Gets on first start and hits a low ton on. Carter takes all three to get in, hits a double 20.
That's a good shot by Watson to get in big and keep it running.
Right. And I think he's going to lay on the pedal here. This is where Watson starts to shine. He's starting to feel his back against the corner, goes up and hits a 1, 2, 3. And I think this is where we're going to start seeing the fireworks between the two.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you can 3-0 it's not easy to break Carter, but you definitely don't want to go down 2 breaks on yourself, because then you go down 2 breaks, you're down 4-0, and then Carter starts and he holds throw. Now it's 5-0, and it's a snowball effect. So
right, being 3-0 up right now. Watson does have the start, not because he lost the last leg, but because it is alternate start. Throws in a big triple 20 right there. Yep. And so now Carter, the best he can do is sit there and try and get close and stick into the game. Hope he gets the opportunity to take the lead. Hits first trip 20, single 20 next. Smacks another single 20, hits a low ton. I don't think that's going to be enough here. I want to thank all the viewers. Thank you for all watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying the darts. This is 8 of the top players in Arizona. Love to see them forced off to, and getting to see this long format is fantastic for us, and hoping you guys enjoy it as well.
Carter with a big trip 20 there. He's kind of reeling this leg back in here.
Big triple 19 still. You know, he's sit there and right now Watson can put in a big high ton, and he's going to get a look in now. And it may not be big enough, or may not be. Doesn't happen. Hits a 5 first start. Does hit a trip 20, and follows it with another. Now he's hoping to get the 6 darts right here.
That's a really good adjustment from him on that on the second and third dart there.
Agreed. Being a left side shooter and stuff, and you'd think that he had to go over that dart that he missed on the first one on both those darts and smashes them.
Oh, Carter's not going to be happy about that.
No, and he kind of threw away that last start, and he shouldn't have, right? And so I know what he's going for. 84 is going to sit there and leave Watson. So first start, he's going to try and get a look at that trip 20, hits a single 1. Triple 3. Boy. Ooh, I hate to say commentator's curse right there. And so Carter's going to go up and 215. He's going to try and, you know, leave himself a solid out. 2 single 20. He's got to go down. Bullseye. Oh, hits trip 19.
I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking bull too.
Well, 19's a shot, right? Because it guarantees you they should look at the out if you hit a single or a triple. If you go to bull, you could leave yourself a bogey number.
Watson should leave himself a handy out here.
Ah, man, he started this leg strong. The last 2 shots were not exactly what he was hoping for. So he's going to be hoping that Carter does not walk up like that 116 earlier that he took out and hits that, you know, gives himself a look at 134. So 118 coming up. It's the trip 18. Triple 9. Man, that is one of the things on the day, right? How do you hit the fat dart to leave yourself double bull today? Hits a triple 5, leaving 22. All triples, bud. Too good.
Another big number missed.
Yeah, and so right here, you know, you got to think he's going to want a 32 out. He may go trip 17, or trip 20, you know, trip 14. And he decides to go trip 18, double 20.
Top steps.
Wow. Great shot by you, Chris Watson. That should bring him up. That brings him on the board 3-1. That's got to build confidence right there. Smashing a double top. Crowd fan favorite and steel tip to see.
Absolutely. What a shot. That's such a monster shot.
Yeah, I think he needed every bit of that right there. That's for sure. Because going through, something wasn't, Carter wasn't happy about something. Goes up, hits double 20 on his first dart, follows it with trip. Nice 160 on there. See, Doug says I kind of assumed Carter would go 19, so hopefully hit 95 to leave 120. But hey, Look at me being wrong. Nice shot. Right. You know, it depends. It's whatever. He would have liked to hit the 20. You know, it's one of those. If you're hitting it, doesn't matter. And so, it's 3 singles on the 20. Does not get in. Watson, after hitting that big out double, does not even find doesn't find that double again. Carter doesn't care. Hits a 160 on, followed by a fireball, 180, leaving 361.
Second or third time
I
on
agree,
the stream.
Brandon.
We've
That
had
was a
somebody
really
go.
nice checkout.
It's the second or third time on the stream we've had somebody come in and go 160, 180.
That's right. Mike Scarborough was the first one to do it in the match against Adam Savada. And the first leg that he won, he sat there shooting second, 160 on, 180, 180, and it was fantastic to watch. Carter throwing a perfect round right now. Fireball. So he's got 160, back-to-back 180, shooting a 57.78. Watson's going to sit there and just try and build on and make sure that he can find his darts for the next leg. And here we go. We've got single 20, goes down for the triple 19, hits a single, stays down there, leaves a 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. You know, really wanted to see that big round. Really wanted to see where he went. Unfortunately, Mike Scarborough is going to be the one with the perfect rounds for the day. Carter still can shoot a perfect round. Not a perfect leg, but definitely can shoot a perfect round here.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to be a little bit more handy than 1, 2, 3 right now.
And he's going to go for it. Somebody finally got a look at that double pull. Did not hit it, but he's got all day long. As Doug says, well, not perfect enough. Nope, perfect not good enough. There you go. Watson's starting to sit there and get ready for the next leg, right? He sits and puts a blocker up, does a great cover shot, 2 trip 19s.
I mean, that's all you can really do right now. Just get ready.
Oh, man, he is rushing. He thought he had that the whole way. Looking at a double 4 to finish. Smacks it, puts himself in the lead, 4-1. We do have a fan.
Watson here.
It is, agreed. And you got to think, what's going on in Adam's mind? You know, watching these darts. Do you think he is even watching this, preparing himself? What do you think is going on with Adam being in the King's seat, waiting to play that final match next?
He's probably at the bar. hey,
Watson gets 420s. Watson gets 420 start this cricket leg. It's probably not going to be good enough the way Carter shot that last leg. He's so confident. Hits triple 19 first start, closes the trip 20, and misses the point. He's feeling good right now. You can tell with the speed he's throwing, the confidence he's throwing, Carter is feeling good. Adam is honest.
Probably not wrong.
Well, you know, sometimes when you got to stay in focus, you don't want to sit there and interact. Hey, I get it. You know, Adam likes to stay in the zone. I'm excited to see what he's going to do next match, especially after the last match that he put on with JC. Only losing the first leg and then firing 9 legs in a row against JC Martinez.
Carter's on one again, shooting 6.5.
Yeah, hey, this 3-0 is not going to cut it right now, and Carter's letting him know that. So Watson's got to try to put up a defense here. Only puts 5 16s in. Still has point lead, but Carter's going to go 15. My guess for a start is 15.
Like Lee Bailey, if Carter doesn't let off the gas, even Adam ain't going to beat him. Adam's tough, man. Adam's a whole other animal.
I like that comment, but I hope Carter is on the gas because that's the type of fireworks we want to see on that final match with these two. So if they are both on their game, you know, it's just going to be of, hey, who missed?
Yep, give me a last leg decider with those two, and I'm here for it.
Well, I mean, we haven't got there yet. I mean, Carter's up only 4-1 right now. Not even halfway through this game, and it's a race to 9. Plenty of match to go, and Watson is not the type of player to ever give up, no matter if he's on 8-0 or 8-7, it doesn't matter. So he can come back and wheel off a bunch of legs as you go. Thanks for the subscription, James Hopkins.
Good shot by Carter here. Oh, pump fake.
Exactly. If any top player is on fire, it's hard to beat them. Yep, it's going to be playing this game in soft tip. Who's going to miss? Al showing some love for Chris Watson. Watson's not out of this leg yet. Hits 5 mark, takes the point lead, leaving Carter on a point. He's got to go at the 19 and get it first. Hits a single. Goes to the 17. Opts to try and close, only hits a single, leaving Watson the hucklebuck right here.
Oh, man. For the close first. I don't hate that shot. I don't hate that shot because you only need a single to get the point lead. So if you go triple on the 19, triple on the 17.
Agreed. Carter goes up, trip 19, double 15. There's that Maloney double. Double bullseye.
Double bull.
Puts himself way ahead. 5.5 against 4.33. Going second. Looks like he's going to take another break here. Alexander says, what do you guys prefer, 701 or 501 in a long single 5-1 like this event? Or do you like seeing players throw a perfect 5-1 leg? I prefer this right here, 701. More legs, more darts, more big bangs. You know, we're at the point where, you know, these guys, I believe, shouldn't be shooting at bulls on 501 and hitting 9 darts and calling it a day, you know, 10 dart games. So that's my opinion. Though says Carter just can't win the first leg and piss Adam off early. That's what JC did. It didn't work out for him.
The boss says Adam's on his phone. I think he's texting his agent.
Carter takes that leg. He's now up 5-1. It is a race to 9. This is not over, folks.
But I'm with you on that. Going back to Lissandro's comment, I like 701. I like the longer format. I definitely don't want to see. I don't want to see a bunch of bullseyes. You know, I like the longer format. I like the split bull. I like the double in, double out. This is a good format.
I agree. I'm enjoying this so far. Let us know what you guys think. What do you prefer? Are you enjoying this format that these guys are throwing today? Carter getting a single does not get a very big start whatsoever. Watson, like I said, you know, going to come back and try and get a great start and put up as many 20s as he can. Throws that line, which he's probably going to hit a trip 20 after that because every time he does, it throws it right over. It's like a landing strip for him.
Stuffs 2 of them in there too.
Gets the lead. Carter walks up, trip 19. Trip 19. Does he take a look at the close? Stays down there, hits the point lead. Smart darts. Let's see, Kelly Wise trying to get the 22nd off. Huh. They must be talking about Adam Savada still.
Yeah.
I agree. You know, 5-1 split bowl double out. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. You know, the open bowl is kind of just one of those that, you know, we want to start. In my opinion, it's not as fun to watch these guys just go up and throw bulls all day. We can watch that on a lot of other events. I also like the breakup of not only just playing cricket. So you're getting a look at a lot more numbers and a lot more strategy. Watson only getting 2 here. When with the big start, even though having that point lead, I don't think that was a smart move to try and take that 17 out. Carter's going to sit there and try and work. I mean, he's going to hit a trip 17. He was going to try and get the trip 19 to tie the point, or to be 1 point behind. Does get it. Doesn't get the point lead, but he's 3 numbers up. Now Watson, he's got to start looking at like, hey, man, I've got to hit a 1080 here.
Yeah, I mean, and it all goes back to the last shot he threw. 2 17s. I mean, it seems kind of crazy, but you know, it won triple 20 there instead of those 17s, and he's in a much better spot.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lissandro. I mean, 501. I mean, I like it personally if we're going to split bowl, double in, double out for 501 because it gives me a better opportunity to keep up with these guys. Carter shutting him down. Barely in the point lead, but does have 2 bets. Watson's going to try and fight and put another comeback on the 16. So it's 5 of them, gets point lead. It says it's very boring to watch full bowl events, but I can play them all day. You know what? We can say that too, and either way, it's, some people like it, some people don't. It's the same thing as Americans love to play cricket, right? But overseas, all we watch is 501 and people pound the trip 20. Watts against triple 15, just outside his trip 2 and a trip 10. Not enough here, I think. Carter's going to sit there and lock it down, shooting a 5.17 against 4.5.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Douglas there, but I mean, to be fair, you could pretty much play a tournament with any game at any point in time, and I'd be happy to play.
100%. I love the game. You can sit there and throw me into a hammer cricket. You can throw me into a count up. I don't care. I love to play this game.
Yeah.
Of course, we make everything competitive on the dartboard. Carter does hit single
For
15,
sure.
double 15, hits single ball.
We could be staring at Watson being out 6-1 here. It's a long road back from here, buddy. Not impossible, but definitely going to take some work.
Agreed. Carter being up 360 at 287, shoot a 4.22 against a 4.0. Watson could put in a lot of bulls here and put him under pressure. If he hits that double, he's probably going to close at 18. Hits the single 18, leaves himself 4 bulls to play again. Carter needing 2, hits him, takes the lead, wins 4-1-4 against 4.0, and he's now up 6-1.
Brandon, it's race to 9.
Race to 9, alternate start.
Yeah, Brandon.
What's up, TJ? Been working all day today. What's happening, huh? Well, we are too, apparently. Wonder how long it's going to take before I actually lose my voice. Again, my name is Tim Goodwin. Sitting here with Mike Redmond, and we're commentating remotely on this event. Just local dart players in Arizona. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Want to give a big shout out to Mike Scarborough for putting this thing together. Want to give a shout out to Tom Ryans for hosting it in their location today, and to the 8 players for showing up and putting on the show. This is fantastic for us. We're really enjoying it and looking forward to some more great games.
We got our final coming up next to be the winner of this match against Mr. Adam Savetta, and that's going to be a barn burner there.
Right, and right after, and you got to think Adam's going to be on a huge high, right? Losing the first leg and then sweeping 9-0 or the next 9 legs. Watson going first does sit there and take a little bit of a lead hitting a 140.
Carter with a nice 32 there. There we go. There's another fireball.
Fireball 180 for Chris Watson.
They're going to answer him. Fill it up. What an answer.
Great answer. Fireball. Hey, Andy, how's it going? Let's see. This is, it's awesome. Mikey was able to set this up with all locations. All the players completely agree. Looking forward to the next matches, let alone the next events. Again, this is how it went. It was a 8 of the top players in Arizona were invited to play this, and they chose to jump into this. It's a tournament format, earning points throughout this tournament, and this is a Premier League is what we're calling it, Premier League of Arizona, and there's going to be multiple days like this. So with that being said, if you've enjoyed this, there's going to be plenty more coming up in the future, and can't wait to see how high and how heavy this level gets.
Good layup by Watson. It might be a little too late. I think Carter's probably going to check this 32 dart here. Yeah.
Watson throwing a 41.24 against Watson's 36. Carter throws up another win, going up 7-1. That was unexpected there, thinking Watson was going to take that, even though he's close. I thought it was his. I was hoping for back-to-back 1080s. We all are. We doing Fireball for every 180? No, we're just doing Fireball for Kelly Wise and Mike Scarborough. Any 9 mark. And no, I am not drinking Fireball for every 9 mark. I would not be talking or awake at this point. Carter starting out. Goes up, hits a 61 on. Going to follow it with the trip 20. Single 20. Triple 20. He is stroking that. Feeling good. Carter going to keep his foot on the gas. It's trip 20. Ooh, outside the 5. Single 19. Right now, we are currently up 7-1, race to 9. Carter is beating Chris the Bar Darter Watson. Watson does throw in a good round there, 125 to get himself right next to Carter on this leg. Stay close and see if he can get an opportunity.
Yeah, this might be that opportunity right here. One big shot.
Agreed. This is not gonna. That's not a big enough round here for Fallon. Not sure what just happened there, but something just threw him off. Is that 50?
Somebody just walking out on the throw line.
Watson doesn't let it affect him. Goes up and throws another 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's a great shot by Watson.
Yeah, it doesn't give him the darts yet, though. Close, because he could be the first one an opportunity and out, depending on his next shot. Flashy birdtail. Oh, yeah, if I had Fireball, I wouldn't be able to shoot straight or see the board. Haha, true. Usually that's when I'm at my best game, when I can't see the board. Ooh, Carter does not get enough there to sit there and really put himself in a great position. Watson going to go hit a triple 20, single 20, hits another one. It's not going to leave an out, but it will put a lot of pressure on Carter stealing the darts.
Carter needs a monster shot here to really get himself a decent out.
Well, you got to think he's got to have a 120 or more just to leave himself one out, right? And so misses that third dart. Really needed that triple there to leave him a 144. TJ, you were correct. Adam was a machine. All day he's been on fire. He's done really well. First match, he ended up shooting great against Mike Scarborough, winning 9-3. Going out the second match against hot JC, coming off a match against Chuck Pulio. He ended up losing the first leg against Adam, and Adam lost the first leg against JC, and then he threw in a 9-game steamroll, beat him 9-1 to make it into the finals. Carter hit 99, leaving him an even 100 takeout. Watson's going to have the first look at the out and have the opportunity to win here. And I feel right now this is the opportunity. He needs to start making that push now. It's the first one. Oh, just slide it into the trip 5. Looking at that trip 19 to leave 20. It's a single. Way Carter's feeling, the way he's hitting these outs, I see this going, man. First start, trip 20. Oh, single 1. Unfortunate. Hits the trip 3, not what he's looking for. Probably going to go for the trip 18 outside of it. All of those looked out of focus after that first one. He's kind of sitting there, you know, hey, I'm going to get a look next time. Maybe if I do, I'll take it. But 58 is probably going to go for Watson. Hits the single 18, goes for the double 20, nails it. Watson gets another leg on the board. Good stuff. All right, so now it's 7-2. Mike Carter over Chris Watson. But that is a break, so we can sit there and turn this around a bit. So being alternate start, Chris Watson will start this next leg in cricket. coming off the momentum of that out right there, you're hoping that he's going to sit there and have the momentum to sit there and get a big start. Where he's sitting there, he's probably going to back in a trip 20 and ride over that dart. He does bury the third one in there. Carter going to try and relapse here. The opposite, take a look at the 20. Both darts one hole up. Ugh, 3 singles, not enough here, you think. Let's see how it goes. Trip 19, single 17. Watson opting to move on, not getting any points. Carter chooses 17s, closes the 17s, and then gets a point on him, and then opts to get the 18s. Now we're 2 beds to 2 beds. Watson going to shoot for the 20s. Triple 21st start. Triple 18. Goes for the double 17 shut down. Nice shot there. 8 marked by Chris Watson.
All right, what did I miss? Oh, looks like Watson's
It's an even keel. They're fighting. Yeah, they're fighting back and forth here. Watson did get a great out. He put a leg on the board. It's now 7-2. This battle's been back and forth, both shooting around a 5-0. Watson sitting there taking the trip 15 out of the way, hits single 16. Just flies out of that second dart. Doesn't even hit single 16, it was a 7.
What was that hanger in the trip 8? Oof.
Andy Watson in the chat. Great to see you, bud. See Mike Carter. Trip 16, bad 8, depending on how, wondering where he's going to move to. Decides to stay there and slides right on top of that triple 8. I like this move. Opposite, double bull, single bull. If he would have said another double bull, he would have won the game there on that round. Instead, he gets the trip 16, putting Carter into a bad position. Carter's going to sit there and try and get as many close as possible. Opposite to shoot the bulls closer first.
Yeah, I think if I'm Carter here, I'm just trying to warm up for the next leg.
Agreed. And he also wants to make sure that he can sit there and have 3 darts in hand if he gets the opportunity to take this game out. Watson only needing 21 points. Shoots at the bull. Misses the first, hits the second. Puts himself on the board for another one. 7-3. Carter over Chris Watson right now. This is a race to 9 alternate start. First one of 9 wins. Format is today 7-1, double in, double out. Cricket, 7-1, double in, double out. And continues that path until somebody wins 9 games. You got Andy cheering on his brother saying, let's go.
Yeah, we want to see. We all like last leg deciders. We haven't had one yet, so it'd be nice to see.
We
Watson
came close earlier with the JC and Chuck Pulio match. I mean, 9-7. That was a fun one to watch. But definitely, I mean, Mike Carter sitting there not looking forward to trying to get the decider whatsoever, and throws in that fireball.
Yeah, that's a confident shot for him. He likes that 19 when he's struggling. If he doesn't feel like he's playing well, and that's a safe bet for him. Up that 19. Just like that, buddy. We're six darts in, and we're looking like it's gonna be 8-3.
Yeah, I mean, he's throwing an 8-0 going first. Watson, he throws a nice 5 mark, but this game is, if Carter keeps steamrolling, it's going to go his way. Some of these legs are going to happen like that, where it's like you can battle as much as you want, but going second, if this guy isn't missing, it's not going to make any difference.
And like you said, he was averaging an 8-0 going into that round. Up 4 beds.
See Carter hitting that trip 15 first start. I was hoping to take a look at the game right there. Only hits a single in his third, leaving 2 bulls. Watson, the only thing he can do is probably warm up for the next leg, but I would probably shoot 5 bulls, but he's going to go ahead and take a look at warming up for the next leg. Carter only needed 1 or 2 bulls left here. Hits it first start, 5.77 average right there. Great stat, great line, great game for him. It's going to put it 8-3. Carter, he's going to be in the barn, right? He's about to one more leg, and this is over. I don't think Chris is going to allow that to happen here yet. I think it's going to. This is where Chris shines, back in the corner.
Yeah, I would fancy Chris to hold throw here and at least push it to the next leg.
Gets the double 20 on the second dart. Nice triple 20 on the third to sit there and get a solid 100 in. Carter going to be opting in, probably double 16 first start, and then go for the trip 20, trip 20. Nope, he's looking right up. Hits double 20 first start. Triple 20. Follows it with another 20, 120 in. Definitely Patrick Retail. Definitely a good game. I don't think 60 is going to be enough as Carter covers that with his first start. Hits another one. Carter hits a 140. He's looking to finish this off here, not let Chris get any type of comeback. But Chris still has the darts right now.
Yeah, and I mean, realistically, and there you go, little 123 there.
Yeah, I mean, he still has the darts. Carter could steal them from him depending on the next 6 darts, but this right now is, anybody's game still. Trip 20 there, single 20. Does he follow with the third? Throws another 140 in. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Now effectively does steal the darts. What I mean by stealing the darts is when we're playing 0-1, you can sit there and take the lead from the person that's shooting in front of you, and you'll have the first opportunity at the out. And if the goal is if you have the first opportunity at the out at this level, you can win the game. So going second, Carter does steal the darts depending on what he does. Here, Watson's at 278, Carter at 281. He can leave an out if he hits at least a 114. Hits triple 20. It's a single 20. Doesn't leave an out. This is where Watson.
Yeah, that was a big 140 by Watson his last turn.
Agreed. Yeah, now Watson's on the burner. He's got to hit 2 triples to leave himself an out. Same thing. Now they're tied up 2-1, 2-1. Carter trip 20, trip 20. The Phantom drop dart. Shoots at the trip 19, hits a single, leaving 62.
He hits more triples picking up a drop dart than anybody else I know in my life.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I know more people to do it than him. And Watson opting in at the 19, throws right on top of both those two. He does leave himself a hard out at 158. It's not unlikely. He can definitely hit that if he gets the opportunity. Carter shooting at the trip 10, hits a single, 20, leaves himself 1 dart. He's got it for the match. There it is. Double 16, great match. He wins 9-3. Mike Carter going to the finals. Your finals coming up next will be Mike Carter against Adam Savada.
Let's go. You can hear Alyssa Evans all the way here.
That's right. Before this match gets kicking, it looks like they're going to go ahead and start warming up, and we're going to go jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and step away for a minute and be right back. It's all yours, buddy.
Yeah, you're good, buddy. I think we'll both step away, and we'll get right back on it.